Another sponsor we have tonight is Maxwell's gift shop over here. Hey Maxwell, we're going to be giving away a couple of gift certificates for Maxwell a little bit later on, and a couple of chat packs. They have a lot of cool things over there, so check them out. Who is next up? Any takers? Braulio? Braulio. Here's Braulio from Solid Secure. All right.
Okay, it was off. I have started 3 companies in my life. The first 2 in my original country in Chile. They went well. I started a 3rd company here. It's not going so well, but I'm still working on it. So I feel that I have learned the experience about, and I can teach some of what it means to be an entrepreneur and startups. However, what I have learned about entrepreneurship, it comes from my parents, and I'm going to tell you about it now. I was born of a poor family in Chile, and my father, both of my parents, they don't know what business plan is or what venture capital is, but that's part of the story. My father is a typical person who is happy with an 8 to 6 job. So he will be happy as long as there is enough food on the table and he can have his food during dinner in front of the TV. The part he considers most important of the job is to be always on time. So he always told me, in all my years of being working, I have never been late to work, not a single day. He was most proud of it. So when I got my first job as a software engineer, I had flexible hours, and I came to work at 11. That was what fit me. So I told him about what I was doing. He told me, "You come to work at 11? Is that a real job?" So it wasn't. I was working 90 hours per day, per week. He didn't care about that. I mean, it was all about what time you come. A few years later, I got an offer for my second job, and it was building a model of the healthcare system for the largest city in Chile. And I was going to be involved with the Department of Health. IBM was going to pay the bill. The person who hired me was a professor at a top engineering school in South America. So it was huge. I was so proud of my achievement. I came to my father and told him, "Yeah, I'm going to do this." So he asked me, "Will you have regular hours?" No. Oh, then it's not a real job. My mother, on the other hand, was the complete opposite. When we were kids, she took care of us when we were small kids. We started going to school and she tried to get a job. She didn't have a school diploma, she didn't have any experience, she couldn't get it. So she decided she was going to start a business. Poor neighborhood, no connections, it was very difficult, small economy. But she started knitting sweaters, then she learned, became a tailor. She did the hair. She had a hair salon in the house. She started selling office supplies to family, and relatives, and friends. Then she opened a store in the house. She never paid the permit to the town for doing that, etc. She kept doing things like that. She moved the office supply store to a mall, and I lost track of how many businesses she tried. I mean, she would close something, would start something else in a different market, in a different place. But she was always barely breaking even. I never could make enough money to sustain a family. But I was at some point out of college, was getting my degree, and she was thinking of opening a new one. And I was able to help. I didn't know a lot, but at least I had learned something in college. So we chose a location, she knew the market. It was a weird niche market that I didn't understand very well, but when she told me, I thought, hey, this is great. I mean, we studied who the competition was, etc. She opened the business, and slowly things started picking up, and everything went better, better, and better. At some point, it was so good that she had to hire my father. He accepted with two conditions: no overtime and no work on Saturdays. Well, they are still together. My father has retired, of course. My mother is thinking of opening a branch in the suburbs of the city, and after that she thinks of opening a chain. Well, the moral of the story is, well, that deep contrast between them has helped me to shape my own career, and especially the part that means to be an entrepreneur. And also, I always give the example of my mother as what the real entrepreneur is, because I don't know anyone in my life who has done so much with so little as my mom.